Hello, welcome to William's English Lessons. Today, I want to introduce English physicist and mathematician Isaac Newton. Eccentric, argumentative, and above all brilliant, the English mathematician and experimenter Isaac Newton was one of the most influential scientists who ever lived. He made revolutionary advances in light, mathematics, astronomy, and mechanics, the study of force and motion. His law of gravity helped to explain, for the first time, why the moon orbits Earth and planets the sun. Isaac Newton is born on Christmas Day in the village of Woolsthorpe, England. His childhood is lonely and unhappy, but he shows early promise. As a boy, he learns to mix chemicals and makes ingenious models, including a windmill driven by a mouse on a wheel. Newton went to Cambridge University, where he becomes fascinated by modern thinkers such as René Descartes and Johannes Kepler. Though not part of his teaching, their work is part of a scientific revolution sweeping Europe. Newton is eager to play his part. An outbreak of bubonic plague forces Cambridge University to close, and Newton returns home. He continues his investigations into the nature of optics and light. He also invents calculus, a branch of math that describes the rate at which things change, such as objects accelerating, and will later help him develop his law of gravity. Back in Cambridge, following the plague, Newton continues his research. His work on optics bears fruit as he invents the reflecting telescope, which uses curved mirrors made of ground metal to focus light instead of the glass lenses of earlier telescopes. Although small, it has a higher magnifying power. In an experiment using two glass prisms, Newton splits a light beam into a spectrum of colors and then combines the rays back into white light again. This shows that white light is a mixture of colors and disproves the idea that the colors in a spectrum or a rainbow come from the glass or the raindrops. Newton is first inspired, he claims in later life, to form his theory about gravity when he sees an apple falling from a tree in his garden. He wonders if the force that pulls it to Earth is the same as the force that keeps the Earth orbiting the sun. Newton wrote a book that described his simple but brilliant three laws of motion. The first law: an object will continue to move at constant speed in a straight line unless acted on by a force. The second, the relationship between force, mass, and acceleration. The third, a force always has an equal and opposite force. Newton publishes his laws of motion and gravity in his masterpiece, Philosophiae Generalis Principia Mathematica. The book demonstrates why planets travel along elliptical orbits. The Principia is widely agreed to be one of the greatest scientific works of all time. Because of his great achievements, Newton becomes a prominent figure in British society and is knighted, becoming Sir Isaac. He is twice elected a member of the Parliament, but says little in the House of Commons, except for asking on one occasion for the windows to be shut. Newton becomes president of the Royal Society, a prestigious scientific institution, and holds the post until his death, though he spends much of his time pursuing rivalries with other fellows. He dies in his sleep at the age of 84 and is buried in Westminster Abbey in London. Thank you for watching. 谢谢观看。